No, we've been talking about a storm system rolling in here later in the week, and that does look like it will be promising. Okay. We'll talk more about that in a moment. The Utah State Capitol today, gorgeous pictures, and the trees, they're losing their leaves very quickly. Not much left. Some of the avenues, some great colors there, as well as the lower valleys. But as you'll see, temperatures today were quite a bit cooler than they have been. This from the weather web, 52 in Logan, 25 the morning low. Ogden, you were 52, Cedar City only 54, and St. George 70. So you'll recall last week on Thursday we were 75, tied the all-time record warmest day in November ever. Well, there's a low pressure in the Gulf of Alaska, and this is why it will change. This low pressure has some very cold air. You can see it kind of by the speckly nature of the clouds, little dots here. That is a cold pocket of air. Now eventually that is going to move inland, but before it does, we have several very nice days ahead with that high pressure ridge along the west coast. With the exception of some thin high clouds, it is going to be nearly perfect for Monday and for Tuesday. And as you can see, temperatures today, as we talked about, a little bit below normal. The storm track remains well to the north, where Seattle is 49 right now. Periods of rain and some snow across western Montana. That's where the jet stream and the storm track remain, taking the storms well north of Salt Lake City. And you'll see some high thin clouds moving across the central southern part of the state. There's kind of a split in the jet stream. No significant weather associated with that southern split. While, as you'll see, the low pressure along the west coast is actually going to push that ridge up, which means dry, pleasant, nice weather tomorrow. And then as we move into Tuesday, some clouds across the far northern sections of the state. This storm beginning to develop. The new computer charts say it will be here Thursday and Friday, and the cold pocket of air that we talked about in the Gulf of Alaska will arrive, and you'll feel the difference. You'll also see it. 65 in Green River, 65 in Moab, a very nice day across the eastern side of the state. Southern Utah also experiencing, we wouldn't really call it Indian summer weather, but still close to that, with 71 in St. George and then 74, 75 by Wednesday. There's the storm moving in. It looks like Thursday night, Friday. It'll bring a significant chance for wind and much cooler weather. In the north, another pleasant day on Monday with temperatures a little bit above normal. And then as we look at the long-range forecast, this is where it changes. But I mentioned Tuesday and Wednesday, very nice days. We'll call it Indian summer. Then Thursday and Friday, periods of rain turning over to some snow. Doesn't look like a big storm, but the skiers will like it.
Will like it.
Surely.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
Tom.